Hi you guys, it's your girl Pretty Girl Peeps, and I am here today to do a quick binge worthy TV shows to catch up on before all the shows start in the new year. So this is kind of like some shows that may be reoccurring in January, February, March, something like that, that you may want to catch up on, or they're actually airing now, getting ready to wrap up. These are just a couple of shows that I think, if you have the extra time, which a lot of people do, especially students, college administrators, teachers, you have a couple of weeks out for the Christmas break. You don't have to go back to school till New Year. So I just wanted to do this so while you have all this extra time, you can watch this video, like, subscribe, and comment below, and so you can actually take a chance and watch some of these shows. So I'm not gonna give kind of what's going on each show, because I think that's bold when people do that. But what I am going to do is just go ahead and get started and just give you guys kind of a brief rundown of a couple of shows I think you should watch and why. Hopefully this won't even take 5 minutes, so I'm just going to go ahead and get started. So the first show that I'm going to talk about is Married to Medicine. So Married to Medicine comes on Bravo TV. They recently switched their nights over to Friday nights from Sunday nights, when they used to follow up behind Real Housewives of Atlanta. So the reason why, and I wrote all these down just because I lose track and I ramble a lot. The reason why I suggest Married to Medicine is because it's a pretty good reality TV show. It focuses on the lives of doctors, their wives. A lot of the wives are entrepreneurs. They're doing it. Like my favorite, Quad is my favorite. I think it's about 3 seasons in. It deals with real life issues like finances, birthday parties, when you get into it with your girlfriends, etc., etc. So I'm not going to get too much into the show, but like I said, it does come on Bravo if you want to catch that one. Marvel's Luke Cage is a Netflix special. However, if you have an Amazon Fire Stick, you can probably watch this show as well. The reason I like Luke Cage is because it focuses on a black superhero. It focuses on Harlem, a lot of the things that happen in Harlem, that are happening in Harlem, the things that have changed, a lot of the art, the architecture, and a lot of things that make Harlem and just, African American culture what it is. I really love it because the show really focuses on Luke Cage's past, but I think his past is what really helps propel him into being a really good hero, to me a superhero, in the present. It also has a lot of music, a lot of musical appearances, which I also love. There's a lot of like jazz heavy influences. There's a lot of influences to like classism, as far as like work, wages, the means in which people get their money, the corrupt politics, the corrupt government, and just things of that nature. So again, I won't get too much into it. Just wanted to give you guys a brief idea of what Marvel's Luke Cage is about. Another good show is HBO's Insecure. So if you are familiar with Issa Rae and her Awkward Black Girl series, she actually is the creator of this show. HBO gave her own deal to do this show. It's a great show. It focuses on, just black relationships, black friendships, black work, being a black person in the corporate world. However, it does integrate other topics outside of just being black, but I love it because it really focuses on, real life issues, real life conversations that we have, real life scenarios that we are in. So I definitely think it's a great show to catch up on. I believe there's about 8 or 10 episodes in this first season. The first season is wrapped up. People are giving spoilers left and right on social media, so you definitely want to catch up before the next season comes, because you know how people do, especially on social media. The next show is This Is Us. This is an NBC drama. When I first started watching the show, I kind of had no idea what to expect. Me and my husband just kind of started watching it on a whim one night, and we kind of fell in love with like the storyline, the kind of emotional strings that it pulls at. We haven't finished that one yet, so that's hopefully one we'll finish this week or next week. He just said it's really emotional. I feel like there's no way I can explain the show without telling a storyline, but it's pretty much about family, about work, about knowing your worth, kind of about how a lot of the issues that we go through as children or adolescent, how they really affect us once we get into our adulthood, and how they affect our relationships with other people, and how those relationships can spiral out and touch other people just by our date of birth, simply. And I think it's an excellent show. Another show to hurry up and binge watch on, because it's coming back in January, is one of my favorites, from my girl Shonda Rhimes, and that is How to Get Away with Murder. That will be coming back in January. I cannot wait. I don't know if you saw the season finale. If not, you need to hurry up and catch up. It's such an awesome show. It ended on season 3. Season 4 is coming up. The show pretty much follows a lawyer by the name of Annalise Keaton and her proteges and all the drama that they go through, solving other people's crimes, solving their own crimes, solving their own cases. It's just an overall great show, and I love it because an African-American woman is the star of the show, and she does her thing on the show. It's very real, it's very down to earth, yet it also propels, you know, a lot of the issues that college students go through, and I just love that show. Another show is Atlanta, and Atlanta comes on FX. So Atlanta is kind of like a parody comedy. It's a little mix of everything you want. It has Childish Gambino, aka Donald Glover, as the star character. It follows a unknown rapper, his cousin, and his boy, and through all their mischief and different events and ideals that they have for their lives, as they do come true, as they don't come true, as they fail, as they succeed. And it's just one of those shows that's just like a way to just get away and to just laugh and to just have a genuinely good time, you know, just watching TV, whether it's by yourself, whether it's with your friends, with your loved one. It's just a good way to just laugh and just have a good time. Like, life isn't always that serious. And I really think that's one of those shows that you kind of want to watch. Like, cool, I like this. This is cool. I'm chill. I'm laid back. So another show that tips more to the serious side is a show called Queen Sugar. I believe Oprah Winfrey is an executive producer on this show. A lot of times it will have guest directors. And pretty much the premise of Queen Sugar, without giving that one away, it's about 3 siblings, kind of their past, their dad's past, land that he left for them to farm. I know a lot in today's society we don't hear a lot about black farmers, but I definitely think it's a very interesting show, especially having had, you know, black farmers in my family. I think it's very intriguing to really go back and to really learn your roots and to learn how a lot of things that happened in our ancestors' past to this day still affect us, and how we can make the necessary changes so they don't happen for the next generation under us. So I just really think it's a great show. It has a great storyline. It's multi-dimensional. I love how it goes into different storylines, but it yet ties it all together. Another 2 series, which are kind of related, kind of not, are WAGs and WAGs Miami. So WAGs are wives and girlfriends of professional athletes, and I just think it's a really cool show. I mean, if you just want to find something different to watch, it comes on E. I like the Miami series a little bit better than the original WAGs, the original series. The Miami girls to me were just cool. They were down to earth. They had their own businesses. They were popping. They just had a lot of stuff personally going just for themselves. So those are 2 series that came on E, so you could definitely catch up on those. Growing Up Hip Hop comes on Oxygen, and it pretty much follows the lives of several either celebrity stepchildren, children, brothers, sisters, and it just kind of goes through like some of the things that they go through and how they're connected and their dramas and their successes, and kind of just follows them around. Angela Simmons is on there, Romeo, Dame Dash, he's on there periodically, Salt and Pepper, well, not Salt and Pepper, just Pepper, her daughter Egypt, and she's the daughter of Pepper and Tretch, so she's of course musically inclined. So it's just a really pretty good show. I don't want to give away too much, but you definitely should check it out. And then lastly, another show that comes on E, it's a brand new show, is called Hollywood and Football. It follows the Ramley, which is the Los Angeles, used to be St. Louis Rams, and it follows their lives and their children and their finances and their siblings. The reason why I really like this show is because I feel like it really just it shows a different side of the wives. Like, a lot of these wives are cool as hell, I mean cool as heck, and they're just really down to earth, and I mean they go through the same things you and I go through, and I feel like they're just really tight, like nobody's coming in between them, their husbands, their friends, their family, and I just think it's super cool. So that was just a really quick wrap down, whatever you want to say, of a couple of shows I definitely think you should check out during your winter break, during the regular year, in the new year. I think you should just check them out because they're pretty good shows. Some of them fell under the radar, some of them you may have heard of. So again, this is your girl, Pretty Girl Peeps. It was enjoyable to sit here and talk to you guys about some shows I really enjoy. So if you have any questions about any of the shows, or you want to converse about any of the shows, feel free to do so below in the comments. I'll also have a description box which will fully describe where you can go and find these shows, just in case I talk too fast or you missed it or anything like that. So make sure you like, subscribe, and comment below. It's your girl, Pretty Girl Peeps. See you later.